back to I'm a Celeb, and with just 2 days to go, my next guest will know how this year's campmates are feeling. Last year's runner-up Jordan North this year, alongside fellow campmate Russell Watson. So, Jordan, right now, this time last year, what was going on? Where were you?
This is the worst time because they would have had the phones taken off them.
Right.
And their family might be with them, 1 or 2 people, but this is it. This is the worst time. This is where you go into overthinking, and they'll probably be filming either today or tomorrow, and you'll be thinking, what's everybody saying about me? What are the papers writing? Does my mum know I'm okay? So this is the worst time. You're just dying to get in roundabout now.
No, absolutely. And Russell, were you disappointed last year that you didn't actually get to Australia and it was going to be a little bit cold?
Me? No, not at all.
You were happy?
I actually like the cold. Yeah, I mean, North Wales was where my mum and dad used to take me when I was a kid, because we're from Salford, so that was the nearest holiday destination to where we lived. So it was always off down to North Wales, and I was mad on castles. So my dream as a kid used to say to me, Mum, you know, I'd love to live in a castle one day, Mum. I think, you know, maybe one day I will. And she used to, you know, clip round the back of the ear roll and get your head out of the clouds, Russell, you know. So there I was in a castle. It was like a dream come true.
Exactly.
Until I realised, until I realised you weren't, until I realised that you weren't going to get fed.
No, see, this is it, isn't it, Jordan? It's the thing, because you're a slim boy.
Oh, I don't know about that.
No, you are.
Oh, thank you.
And you, I mean, you're in great shape, is what I'm trying to say to you. And when you're in there, you do not get much grub.
People still come up to me now, Lorraine, and be like, they give you a cup of tea, don't they, and a biscuit.
And a wee pizza.
And a wee pizza, and I'm like, no, I have never, and I love my food. Me and Russell,
yes.
we seen each other last week, and we're talking, we're northern boys, we love our food, and you are starving. I have never known hunger like it. And it's not just that, in the castle, it's cold.
Yes.
In the jungle, you can sit around and sunbathe and go in that beautiful...
Take your mind off it.
Yeah, that beautiful waterfall that they have.
Of course.
In the castle, it's freezing. And I've said this many times, and I'll still stick by it. I think it's harder in the castle.
Yeah.
I do. I think it felt more sinister, it felt darker, and it's just, you're freezing and starving.
The only thing, though, that was warm was the fact, and I think, Russell, you'll agree to this, it was warm there, Russell, because you all got on so well. Yeah. There was real friendships, wasn't there? Yeah,
I mean, when I look back on it now, a year ago, I can't believe that year's gone so quickly, but when I look back on the whole situation retrospectively, it was like a magical time. It really was magical. I think we were really... You know, the way everything was, I think we were all aware as well of the fact that, you know, the country was in complete lockdown, and we were very privileged to be in an environment where we could still, you know, where we didn't have to wear masks, where we could hug, and where we could actually be, you know, as you would want to be. And that was something we were really conscious of and really aware of, and it made it quite a magical experience. And the great thing is with all of us is we have all stayed in touch. We're all friends, like Jordan mentioned. So we did a gig together last week, and it was just lovely to see him again. And I saw Bev a couple of weeks before. It's just been such a wonderful experience all around. I'd do it again, actually. I'd do it in a heartbeat. I mean, obviously there was the difficulty, you know, things like the rancid rotisserie and all the rest of it that I did weren't very pleasant, but the camaraderie and the friendships that were built in there.
It was, and Jordan, of course...
It was awful.
Yeah, well, you mentioned Bev, Jordan, and you two are like wee peas in a pod. I mean, you and Bev got on so incredibly well that we saw you doing Destination Wedding together when you did that road trip down to Spain, and it was lovely.
We just clicked, and the best way I can describe it is I got on with everybody, and there's no one in the castle that I wouldn't go for a drink with. But me and Bev just clicked, and it's like, you know, when you start a new job and you get introduced to everyone, and then you meet someone and you're like, oh, me and you are going to get on.
Yeah. You're
my cup of tea, you've got my sense of humour, and we just clicked straight away.
We did.
And we've done this trip to Spain, and it's been fantastic.
It was hilarious.
She's gone to see my mum and dad last week because she was out in Spain. My mum and dad live out there. We text every day. John rings me all the time now. her husband. He sends me funny memes on WhatsApp. So
pals for life.
We are pals for life.
Pals for life.
We're all in the WhatsApp group. It's called Happy Place. A few of the guys are getting together on Sunday to watch the show as well. So we were lucky. We had a really good year full of genuine people.
But I think we needed it. Russell, do you not think it was the time for that sort of camp, for people all to be together, for there to be no snarkiness and no fighting and no backbiting? We didn't want that last year.
Without question, and as I say, I think we were really aware when we went into the castle that we were in a really privileged position, that everybody else in the UK at that time was, you know, going through a difficult period. And we were conscious of that. And I think because of that, it just made everybody feel a little bit more relaxed as well. But having said that, I just think it was a group of people that immediately clicked. I'm not even sure that the circumstances really mattered that much. We all got on. You know, the castle's over. We still all get on, and it's a great feeling actually. I've made some really good friends from this, and it's a good feeling.
It's lovely. It's what we absolutely needed at the time. Now, this time last year, looking forward to going into the castle, but this year we're going to see you on the West End. We're going to see you in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah, hence the new beard growth that I've grown for my
that was. Slightly devilish look.
It's something that I've got to say. It'll be my first long run, musical theatre long run, and I'm really excited about it. And it's a role that, you know, for a long time I've looked at and thought that is a role that I would love to play. I mean, it's got everything from glamour to everything. It's just it's a wonderful role, and I'm already starting to learn the script now. So I've got all the music and everything going around in my head. It's something that I am incredibly excited about.
Oh, I think you'll be brilliant. You'll be absolutely brilliant. And Jordan, what do you think this year? Is it going to be as lovely and fluffy and gorgeous, or do you think it'll be a bit more?
I hope so, but then
fireworks.
You're thinking, that's a good way of putting it. Arguments, so they're going to be screaming at each other. I'd like to think that it's going to be nice, but it sounds like they're going to want them to have a bit of tension because they're splitting the camp at the start already, aren't they?
Right, yeah.
So some are going to be going in the clink and the others are going to be going in the castle, and some are going to be sleeping on the floor. If you've not eaten for 2 days and you're cold and sleeping on the floor...
Get hangry.
Yeah.
Get hangry.
And then somebody's going to maybe get a bit tetchy.
Yes. Yeah, I think they might. And Russell agrees.
I think there's some tenacious... I think there's some tenacious characters in there. I think there'll be a few battles going on.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I think so, definitely. I don't think they're all going to get on as well as you guys. Good luck in Chicago, Russell. Great to see you, great to see you.
Thank you.
And Jordan, you're off tonight. What are you doing tonight? You're out and about.
Yeah, so I've got a DJ gig tonight and trying to keep busy. Got the radio show next week as well with Vic, which I'm loving. And going to be watching the show on Sunday.
You betcha, me too. Thank you, my love.
Thank you.
I'm a Celeb starts Sunday, 9 o'clock on ITV. Don't forget, you can watch full episodes of Lorraine on the ITV Hub and all the best clips, compilations and playlists right here on our channel. Just subscribe now and you'll never miss an upload. Click here to watch another video similar to this one, or click here to head to our channel's homepage to explore all of our exciting videos.